Bretton Woods System. The major economies in the world had suffered because of the World War, the Great Depression in 1930s and World War II, because of the fear of the recurrence of lack of cooperation among nation-states, political instability, and economic turmoil, especially after the Second World War. Reduction of barriers to trade and free flow of money among nations became the focus to restructure the world economy and ensure global financial stability. This consists the background for the establishment of the Bretton Woods system. What is Bretton Woods system? The Bretton Woods system is a set of unified rules and policies that provide the framework necessary to create fixed international currency exchange rates. Essentially, the agreement called the newly created IMF, or the International Monetary Fund, to determine the fixed rate of exchange for the currencies around the world. Every represented country assumed the responsibility of upholding the exchange rate, with incredibly narrow margins above and below. Countries struggling to stay within the windows of the fixed exchange rate could be petitioned the IMF for the rate adjustments, which allied countries would then be responsible for following. Five elements of Bretton Woods system. The expression or currency in terms of gold or gold value to establish a par value. For instance, a 35 US dollar pegged by the United States per ounce of gold, the same as a 175 Nicaraguan Cordobas as per ounce of gold. The exchange rate therefore would be a 5 Cordobas for $1. Second, the official monetary authority in each country, a central bank or its equivalent, will be agree to exchange its own currency for those other country at the established exchange rate plus or minus 1% margin. Third, the establishment of the overseer for this exchange rate, thus the International Monetary Fund or IMF was founded. Fourth, the elimination of restrictions on the currencies OT member states in the international trade. Fifth, the US dollar became the global currency. The Bretton Woods system. It was established after the World War II and was in existence during the period 1945 to 1972. In 1944, representatives of 44 nations, United States, Canada, Western European countries, Australia, and Japan met at the Bretton Woods New Hampshire. It is created to help restore and sustain the benefits of global integration by promoting international economic operations. The collapse of Bretton Woods system. Backing currency by the gold standard started to become a serious problem throughout the late 1960s. By 1971, the issue was so bad that the US President Richard Nixon gave notification that the ability to convert the dollar to gold was being suspended temporarily. The move was inevitably the final straw for the system and the agreement that outlined it. Still, there were several attempts by the representatives, financial leaders, and governmental bodies to revive the system and keep the currency exchange rate fixed. However, by 1973, nearly all major currencies had begun to float relatively toward one another, and the entire system eventually collapsed.